Hi, KOG here. I'm here for NCT Dream Poison 모래성 track video. Hmm. Okay, the 모래성 means the sandcastle in sandcastle, so it's very different. Korean name is very different from the Poison, so that's interesting. Okay, many people ask me to do this one, so here I go, man. Oh, but before I go, I would like to add something. I explained how the reason I kind of stayed away from NCT and because I didn't really like the system quite a lot. Uh, but I was rewatching it and I was thinking, man, I sound like I hated it just because it was Japanese or something. Uh, but uh, I did not explain, one of my main component of the reason I do not like NCT system. I did not like the NCT system. Okay. Um, I thought it was very lazy and greedy uh, for SM to want system like this. It was taking away from what's good about K-pop. Okay, let me get into this. Okay, um, by having graduation system, what you're doing is you don't have to create new teams. You don't need new concepts. You don't need new anything. You just theoretically, this team can go forever, like AKB48, right? And by localizing them, like HKT something, AKB something, and there's like a bunch of those, right? Regional teams. They just wanted to clone all these teams with all these members in it, and if they want to do something different, they just wanted to like pull these guys out and put them together for project teams. And I just thought that was lazy. Okay, I understand why they're doing it. Like the reason is like, for example, for guy teams, but they have to go to army in Korea, man. They have army duties, and it's just hard, difficult to keep the team for a long time. Lastly, recontracting. They don't have to pay these guys much. Okay, after 7 years, for example, you recontract if you want to keep the team going. But think about it. Contracting with trainees and contracting with people who are starters for 7 years is going to be different. So the profit margin is going to definitely get a pretty hard hit. You don't get as much percentage out of whatever the team is making. Oops, sorry. So overall, you just they just want to it might be good for the company, but basically what they're doing is they're dehumanizing the members, the idols. I just thought they just want a system where they're just little cogwheels, replacement parts where they can just keep plugging in the new one and just throw out the older one, and then if whatever feel like they just put them together and come back, and if and just clone some other team. And if the other team does better, that's great. They don't care, and they just keep going, and they will never have to make any new teams. Now this is I said this before, but this just detracts from what's great about K-pop, man. It's just the teamwork, relationships. These kids, these they were literally kids when they came in, and they trained like crazy, blood, sweat, and tears. They grow up together, they become team together, they debut together, and they go through all the hardship and become star together, perform together, and also they evolve as a team, right? But they don't need any of that. They just and 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 unlike Japanese system where someone could walk in like and become a idol after like a month, just you literally picked up from the street or something. It just but these kids, they're like uh these people are like professional athletes like gymnasts. Starting from very young, they're trained specifically to become an idol, and just takes so much work. It is so difficult to become one. And when they do, you know, they're going to be treated like little replacement parts or cogwheels. I just didn't like that idea a whole bit. I mean, you shouldn't be I just thought it was lazy and just greedy. That's how I thought. It's you need to respect these people. I mean, they're not just anybody walking in from the street. These are people who hone their craft. They need to respect, man. And anyway, so I thought I didn't explain about that component of my dislike, but it's all gone now, right? So it's cool.
한순간 밀려본 눈빛 Wanna take a look inside you 수없이 허물어져도 좋을 맘은 내게 기울어도 와 yeah. Stay up 긴 밤 내내 싸우는 기억 아마 그건 내게 의미 없는 전환이었는지 아이처럼 날 무너뜨리고 놓지 부서져 난 온기 한없는 이 품에서 꼭 머무를 듯 기대봐 너 속지 않으려 해도 굳게 다진 맘을 적신 poison 참은 숨을 파고든 넌 poison 투명한 그 발걸음이 천천히 휩쓸다 끝끝내 무너뜨려 나를 poison in my mind dreaming by you 감싸 안아줄 듯 무서워 in my mind dreaming by you dreaming by you 거친 마음만큼 무너져 이 감정들을 가지고 삼켜 깊이 또다시 나를 가지고 저도 나도 난
Man, Hachan's voice is just different. Hachan, right? I think it's just different. It just, in some ways, it's just, I don't know. It's just different. Anyway, actually, this is oddly fits my rant today. Because like they look so different here. Concept is so different. They look so much more mature. It's darker. It's kind of mysterious. The whole thing is the sound. Everything is different. And you know what? NCT Dream doesn't need to become this, but this should be part of it. Okay. What I'm meaning is like when I first, for example, I'm a SNSD fan. So when I first saw Girls' Generation, they're like little babies, right? And then they grew up, and their discography changed considerably. The message changed, the lyrics changed, the song style changed, and everything keeps evolving. Especially their B-sides, with everything. It just you could watch them grow as a team, and later on as individuals. It just, and it was great to watch them. I think it's one of the things that I love about K-pop. They start so early, like NCT Dream. They're like 14, right? You watch them grow as human beings too, mature and as an artist, and we get to watch all that. It's not the same thing over and over, but it just, they grow, their music grows, and then it's like a journey with these guys. Anyway, yeah, I love this. I mean, I don't think they should change the main core of the feel of the team, but they should do a lot more of these kind of stuff. They try different new things, different feel, different style, even. So that these guys also, I hope these guys have more input into the music they make and the direction they want to take. because I think that's part of the journey, man. It's a part of the journey that we go with them, and I think that's important. Maybe just me. Anyway, thank you very much. This was cool, except that why is it so short? Is that why it's called track video rather than music video? Because it can't be minute 30, right? Or is it? You guys tell me. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time.